here and people spreading hate messages and no. Another thing I love about DC, a lot of people don't know. I'm driving up to my baby shower yesterday, right? I'm stuck at the light on Florida Avenue, on Florida and Sixth Street. This little restaurant sitting off to the side, and I'm just sitting there listening to my music in the car. I'm looking over at the restaurant, and I'm looking at the people, and I'm seeing who's with who. So as I'm looking over there, I'm like, wow, man, I have an Asian guy with a couple of white girls, a sister. I have an African guy over here. He's talked to a gentleman like he's Japanese. He might have been not been Japanese. He might have been Korean or something. And they're
Right.
talking to another white couple. And I'm looking around at these millennials, and I'm seeing that these racist people not gonna last much very longer, man. These kids that are coming up today are figuring it out. Some people are just fucked up.
Correct.
Some people are just fucked up,
Yes.
and those that are fucked up, you leave to the side, and they're getting it. They're hanging out together. They're partying together. They're living together, and they're moving in another direction. That these people that's trying to keep that hate for the color of your skin, it's not going to survive much very longer. I'm
At
sorry,
least we
sorry,
hope
you guys. All
not.
you guys that hate because of their race and all that, it, you're not going to survive much longer. I'm looking at these young people out here, Spanish, Black, Asian, Korean, Japanese. They're all living in dorms together. They're all going out to eat together. Your hatred for somebody's skin color, it's not going to last much longer. It's coming to an end.
I hope you're right, and people just need to realize, at the end of the day, underneath we're all the same. We're just
Right.
all different shades and hues of brown, peach, and that's about it.
Strawberry, vanilla, mixed chocolate, Napoleon ice cream.
Right.
They made
Oh,
Napoleon ice cream
Neapolitan.
for a
Right.
reason. Napoleon, okay, Napoleon, hoodish. We call it
Right.
Napoleon. you know, it's we're just in a different world, John. And what I wish people would just stop, just shooting and killing each other. You know, I mean, it's bad, man. Just uptown yesterday, and brothers got to shoot at each other. A young woman get hit in the stomach, and young boy get hit in his leg, and they didn't even have anything to do with the people that was shooting at one another. They just
Collateral
got caught in the
damage. Yeah,
crossfire,
exactly.
and it was right in front of my face. Literally, when I pulled up to my baby shower, I got out my car, I'm taking stuff in the house. Here it goes, and it's the next block over. So we're seeing people run, and we're watching this in real time. I'm thinking to myself, really?
Yeah.
Um, you hate your enemy that bad when you're willing to open fire on
And
a whole parking
indiscriminately just
lot
start shooting.
in the middle of a whole parking lot, really? And now here this young lady has to go. You know, what if she had dreams and aspirations of having children or something? That just
Right.
ruins when you just tired of her stomach. Now that's not to say she can't still have kids and stuff, but I'm just like, come on, man, really, really? Is the beef that bad that you're out to kill? Back in the day we used to use these. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You had to fight. We weren't trying to blow your brains out. You know. Um, now it's all kill, kill, kill. And it's sad, man. And it doesn't just run through our community. It runs through all. They would like us. They would like you to think that it just runs through our community, but it doesn't. It runs through them all, man. And it's you know, damn. Do you have to kill? Is it necessary to kill? You can't whoop his ass and then come back whoop your ass. No, no. Now today, you get your ass whooped. They coming back with a gun. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's true.
Back in
Right.
my day,
Yeah.
we used to fight 4, 5, 6 times.
Right.
Hey, you know what? You mine today? Okay. Next time I see you, we're gonna do it again. And
Right.
our motto was we're gonna keep fighting, until either call it a draw or be friends or just when we see each other, we don't even talk to each other.
Right.
But now
Exactly.
they
And
just want
that's
to
it.
kill. Yeah, man. Man, we used man. So
Times definitely change, and
I grew
in
up in
some
Southeast.
instances, not for the better. But
I grew up in Southeast, John. John, I grew up in Bennett Park Terrace. Um, I went to Fletcher Johnson, and I went to what's the other little school? H something down the street from me, man. And we had Southeast South Place on this side, and we had Eastgate on this side. Depending on where you're going to school or where you're walking that day, you might have to fight. You
right,
try to come back and blow your brains out.
right,
You fight, you squad, you lose, you bleed, you go home, you lick your wounds, and you keep it
that
moving.
was that.
I don't know. I don't know what these young folks are doing, man. You know, it's okay to take an ass whooping. It's all right. You lose some, you
Right,
win some. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, man. And
Rob, we sound like
it's,
two old heads now.
well, I am, Jaja. I've been around a long time, man. I grew up.
Yeah.
I'm from North Carolina. If anybody was ever want to know where I'm from North Carolina. My mama moved up here when I was probably about 4, 5-ish years old,
Uh,
and we moved to Southeast Washington D.C. And we moved to Bennett Park Terrace, and that's where I got my upbringing from. I got my upbringing from being in Bennett Park Terrace, you
right,
know, being down the street from Southeast Sales Place, the Eastgate right there, and I would down south every summer. So I have a little southern and I have a little northern, and
right.
when I
Rob, you're just a well-rounded individual.
that's the best of both worlds, Josh, because you got to
Yes,
think of
sir.
it. These young
Mhm.
men, they're not thinking. Everybody trying to be your enemy all the time, man. Damn.
Right,
You know, sometimes circumstances just, especially when you drink, don't let the drink get the best of y'all. Sometimes your emotions get to run, especially when you're drinking. I've been there.
right. A lot of us have been there. It's okay, just
Don't let the drinks get the best of you, and
right.
man, just take it easy, man. Just take
Yeah.
travel. I talked to some young folk, man. They've never been out of DC before, man.
Isn't that crazy? And you could pick any major city or any small town across America, and you're going to find people who have never gone 30 miles outside from where they were born at, or in some cases 100 miles. Never
That's
left
no
the
good.
state that they were born in.
That's no good.
Yeah,
It's a nasty world out here, but it's a beautiful world out here too, man.
yeah.
And
There's a lot to see out there, so
a lot of
don't
great
think
coaches out
that
here
your
too.
little tiny corner of of your city or your town it's like the end all be all. There's nothing wrong with being proud of where you live at and liking where you live at and stuff like that. But go see the world. See how other people do things. Or for that matter, just go see other parts of the country.
Jaja. The food, the spices, the people, the culture. If you travel, you might learn something about yourself.
True.
You might learn that everybody just like you. You might learn that you don't live in the only ghetto. You might learn that you're not the only one going through poverty. You might learn that you're not the only one that got poor health care. You might learn a lot of things once you
Right.
start to get around. You know what I'm saying? You might learn a lot of things. It's rough out here in a lot of places, and there's a lot of love out here too, man.
That's
There's a lot of
true.
love. Going to Jamaica, oh no, don't go to Jamaica. They're gonna try to rob you and kidnap you. Going to South America, oh no, don't go to South America. Oh no, don't go to Mexico. Man, let me tell you something, man. I've been to all those places, and there's a lot of good, great people in all those
Right.
places. Of course you're gonna have some couple of bad apples. We got them here,
You got
but
knuckleheads everywhere. It don't matter where you go. You're gonna have a knucklehead or two.
on the whole, a lot of these people are good people, man. Good. No,
Right.
I don't want to say decent folk. I'm gonna say good people. I'm talking about hearted people. They're not out to harm you. They would try to help you before they try to harm you. Type folk
Right.
that I've met um, in my small travels. You know, and I know people that's. I mean, obviously people that's in way more traveling than me. But even in the few places that I've gone, um, you know, I can see where I'm like, oh yeah, these guys over here, oh yeah, they might be a little shady and stuff. But I've met some great people um, in my travels through America and abroad. So
Right.
yeah, I would like to think and hope that there's more good folk out here than there's evil folk out here.
Right.
and maybe that's just my naiveness. But I would like to, I would like to hope and think
We can
that
hope, man. There's nothing wrong with having hope and having hope in humanity.
don't mean you don't got to
World can
watch
be
the
a
six
tough
though.
place.
Don't mean you don't have to watch the six, but still, I like to
Right.
believe that there's more good people, good-hearted people out here than there is people trying to do
Right.
you bad, you know. And
Exactly.
I got kids growing up out here, and this world's getting crazier and faster,
Yeah,
way
it
faster
is.
than I grew up. So,
So,
I
did
don't
you
know,
have any
man.
parting words for the audience?
Man, you just catching me on one. Um,
We could totally do this again.
for sure. You just catch me on one, and I used to do well, me and the fellas used to do this. We didn't do live content like you're doing. I used to have a 5 o'clock um rush hour talk with just the fellas, like 4 or 5 of us. We get on the phone, and while we're all going home or going about our own way through the rush hour shift between about 4ish and 6ish, we used to all get on the phone together and chit chat, you know.
So it's like being at the
And
barbershop, but not being at the barbershop.
right, because
Right.
because all of us, like one of my men, two of them might be in VA. I'm coming from
Right.
Maryland. One might be on the northeast side, and one might be on the south side, by like southwest side, south side. And we used to get on the phone with each other, between about 3, 4, 5ish or so. I used to call it the rush hour, happy hour drive home. Some people would
Nice.
be actually happy hour drinking, or might be drinking in their car or something, in their car or something, you know what I'm saying? So we'll be
Right.
all doing our thing, but be on the phone with each other, right? And I would like to bring up on one of those calls one day when we're doing that. Obviously, we won't be able to have a visual, um, but you'll be able to have the voices, and then
Right.
maybe we can go from the voices to a visual, so people can put um, the visual to a name of the person that's talking, and we have some
Right.
great conversations, John.
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
can
fill
only
you in on one
imagine.
of them one day,
Right.
just so you could get the feel for the gentleman I'm talking about. Um, a couple of them, Omar being one. Um, Good brothers, man. I'm talking about brothers that running their own businesses. You know,
Nice. Okay. All right.
I'm talking about brothers that's they're out here. They have kids. They're running their own businesses. Been doing it for years. You know,
Right.
I like to present some of them on your show and have you talk with them as
Yeah.
well.
Outstanding, man. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I love talking to people that's smarter than me. You know what I'm saying? I do. I love talking to people that's smarter than me. Um, that's
That's the
what.
only way that you're going to learn is, I mean, because if you think that you know everything, you're going to be stagnant and never go forward. So,
It's
I
true.
mean, you got to surround yourself with people who know more than you, or just know different stuff.
Right. And like minded too. I know.
Yeah.
If you like, we could agree to disagree, but if you're ignorant and you're an asshole and shit, I can't deal with you, John. My patience
Right.
is too thin now. I used to be able to try to deal with it, but man, I can't do it no more, man. I can't do it, man.
We're evolving and growing up,
Well,
man.
I mean, like if you like Trump and I don't, and you give me a reason why you like him, and I give you a reason why I don't like him, that's no reason for me to brush you off. But if you're just being a straight idiot and you're being disrespectful to everybody that we're talking to, I have to let you go. Like we can
Fair
agree
enough.
to disagree, but
Right.
we all can still should be able to have a conversation at the same time. So
Right. And
that's where
just
I'm
be
at.
respectful towards one another.
Yeah, pretty much, man. And
Yeah.
if I was to have any parting words, man, I just like, man, I would say, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Um, look out for who you can look out for. You know, um, you know, if you're in a position to be able to help someone, uh, do it without expecting anything in return. Everything's not going to be a return right away. Um, but the spirit that lives in you, and He who loves us, knows who you are and knows why you do what you do. So you don't need any gratification from anyone why you do what you do. You loan a friend $2. If you can't get that $2 back to you, don't let that $2 go.
Right.
You know, he, down the line, he might can't give it to you, but perhaps he can give it to somebody else down the line because
Right.
they'll remember that you looked out for them, and then they might look out for the next person. And then the trend.
It's all about paying it forward.
Yeah, the trend continues, man. So take care of yourself. Don't forget to call your family members and your friends and let them know that you love them. And, you know, everything always has a way of working itself out at the end of the day.
Rob, thanks for appearing on the show.
I ain't gonna tell you what's in my cup. Never tell you.
You can if you want. This show is for adults.
Never tell nobody what's in.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Rob, it's been a pleasure seeing you again. Let's do this again here in the not too far future.
Not too far. This week we got coming up is Nika and I's 10th anniversary.
Congratulations.